The call, the words of Jesus, or Christ consciousness, including all of the vibrations of the truth. The call. I have called you by your name. Hallelujah. I mean, in terms of his community, in terms of when he lived, in terms of where he walked and what he did, there was nothing special about him. He didn't have any special status in the community. He was a carpenter. Probably not many people knew him by his name outside of his small community. He really only taught for 3 years. 3 years. 3 years. I don't think he had a PhD. I don't think he ever wrote a book. I don't think he was particularly acknowledged in any way by those around him, other than perhaps a great teacher, maybe a little odd. On the fringes, right? A Jew is talking like this? Oh my gosh, who is this person? Only taught for 3 years. And yet, what was left, what was held in the hearts of those that heard him was the ecstatic cry. Woo! We're very proper around here. But this is important. This is important because this is what held for several generations plus in time to carry the message of Christianity forward, was simply the ecstatic cry. The experience. Christianity was born of an experience. I mean, it's wonderful to know. There's nothing wrong with knowing. But it's different from knowing. The knowing that bubbles up from someplace really deep and that escapes your mouth when you don't even know it's coming. So this morning we're going to be focusing on the message, how we live the message of Jesus. There was a call, and then we have our preparations. And then we're given gifts. A sword, a shield. Did you know? You were given a sword and a shield. And you're given faith as a grain of mustard seed. A grain of mustard seed. And then you're given a treasure. All for your journey of living the words of Jesus, the one called Jesus. The call. The call is that tap on the shoulder. Do you know the tap on the shoulder that knows what's next? Right? It's tapping you on the shoulder. I'm not ready for that. No, go away for that. No, I'm not ready for that. Where'd you go? Not ready for that. The call taps us on the shoulder. In Isaiah 43:1, I have called you by your name. Psychologists tell us that the sweetest sound that we can hear is the sound of our name. Remember the old Cheers? Where everybody knows your name. Yeah, it's very sweet. How many years was it on the, yeah? It's like someone knows my name. This is personal. This isn't esoteric. Someone knows my name. Isaiah 49:16, I have carved you in the palm of my hand. Just take your hand and make a little circle in your palm. Someone has carved you in the palm of their hand. Someone knows your name. And a broader sense of name is your note, your purpose, your sound, what uniquely identifies you. And carving in the hand, in the broader sense, is hands are our tools. So I have given you all that you need because I have carved you in the palm of my hand. So if we think of Christ consciousness as in here, as opposed to something out there, it's in here. And I believe represented through all of the great spiritual teachers over time. Just different words for the same impulse and energy. If we think of that inside, we know our name. And we know to whom we belong. So once we've said yes, the disciples asked Jesus, well, now what? And Jesus said, take up your cross and follow me. If anyone would come after me, he must deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whoever wants to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for me will find it. What good will it be for a man if he gains the whole world, yet forfeits his own soul? Take up your cross and follow me. Now, if we think about the cross as a symbol, this opens up this passage. The cross on the horizontal end symbolizes our human journey. Yes? And this is, Christ was nailed to the cross. This is his human journey. So can you put your hands out? This, like this, you're out. This is your human journey. Your human journey, yes? But when we know to whom we belong, we have the vertical connection. We know to whom we belong. We know who's called our name, and we know who's carved us in the palm of their hand. So the symbol of the cross, oh my gosh, becomes this incredible symbol of I can endure all things because I know who's called my name and I know to whom I belong. You want to laugh at me and mock me and throw stones at me as I carry my cross through the street? Fine. You want to hang me on the cross? Fine. I can endure all things because I know to whom I belong. I know what will pass away, and I know what will live forever. So we've answered the call and we've prepared, and now we get our gifts. Are you ready for your gifts? Are you excited? You've been waiting for this. It comes before Christmas morning, right? So the first gift I would offer is you get a sword and you get a shield. It's not easy denying yourself and taking up your cross, is it not? It's not an easy thing to go through all of our challenges and deep sufferings of life and remember to whom we belong. It's not easy to walk in the world and see darkness and hatred and hurting all around us and remember. So we're given a sword and a shield. And see my little angel here in the front? My mentor from seminary gave that to me. So in Psalm 91, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flies by day. His truth shall be thy shield. And he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all ways. So the truth is your shield. When we walk in our truth, we're shielded. And the sword, there's an old Christian song, if you read the old hymns, it's all in the hymns. Cut through my comfort and my fear. This is what the Buddha called the middle way. So you're given a sword and a shield. The shield is your truth, and the sword cuts through your comfort and fear. The second gift is a grain of mustard seed. In Matthew, if you have faith as a grain of mustard seed, you shall say to this mountain, move from here, and it will move. Whoa. Nothing will be impossible for you. Matthew 7, ask and it will be given. Seek and you shall find. Knock and it shall be opened to you. Mark, all things are possible to him that believe. Mark 11, therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it is yours. This is why Mother Teresa said, I always thank God ahead of time for what I'm about to receive. Ahead of time. This notion of a seed, I feel, is so important. Think of a seed. Say you have a seed and you're going to grow a great tree. You got it in your mind? You're going to plant your seed, right? You're going to put it in there. Now, do you have to go tell the seed what's in it and what to do and how to grow itself? Do you have to do that? Do you have to stand over it? Say, you should do this. Maybe you should do that. Maybe you'll look like this. Maybe you'll look like that. Maybe if I do this, this will happen, that will happen. Do we do that? We hover over ourselves. We analyze ourselves. We talk to ourselves. I would just like to plant the seed to say, what would happen if I remembered that in that seed was already everything I needed? And my only job was not to analyze it or try to direct it or try to make it be this or that, but my only job was simply to nurture it. Could it be that my only job is to nurture myself? Oh my gosh, what kind of freedom is that? And the last one is a treasure. And at the end, when the disciples said, Lord, teach us to pray, and he uttered the Lord's Prayer in Aramaic, oh my gosh, this is important. At the end, when he says, for thine is the kingdom, for thine is the kingdom. For thine is the kingdom, and the power and the glory forever. In Aramaic, kingdom is Metol, Delache, Malkuta. And in the broader definition of the word means vision. That was in the seed and planted when you were born. And you are the power. In Aramaic is Wahaila. Also, a broader meaning means energy. You've been given all you need. You have all the energy to grow and become everything that your vision dictates. And the glory, Watesh Bukta. In the larger sense, the song, the sound, your name. We, look around, we are the power and the glory forever. We are the vision, the energy, and the song for now. Answer the call. Say yes.
Yes.